All right. Hey guys, we're just about ready to roll. As soon as the clock flips over to the 00 mark, we're going to get started here. Welcome to everybody. Just for a second, everybody give me one word for how you felt when you woke up this morning.
Excited, wonderful, thank you, grateful, all the above.
Beautiful.
And Diane's here. Yay, Diane.
I felt a little nervous this morning. I was so excited about this event. I was actually nervous. And that is not me. I'm just not nervous about anything. And so I knew this was a big deal. So give yourselves a hand for being here, everybody. A couple more people. What one word would describe how you felt when you woke up this morning?
Energized.
Oh, love that. Anybody else?
Satisfied.
Satisfied. Love that.
Rune is colorful.
Yes.
And I woke up confused.
Confused. Oh, okay. Like what day is it, right? Well, you're a young father with a young child, so that's to be expected. All right, everybody, we're going to get started here. We have the top of the hour. I am Dr. Greg Sanders. This is my co-host, Mike Hayes. Mike, say hello to everybody today.
Hello to everybody today. Let me just say a quick intro and we'll get started. Basically, I have been preparing for this for about 50 years. Since I read Alvin Toffler's Future Shock. And then 10 years later, I read The Third Wave by the Tofflers, and they talked about being a prosumer. That's where we are today. So when you buy something at IKEA, you are a consumer. And when you put it together, you are a prosumer. And now we are makers and we are creating our own TV networks and TV shows and digital products. And it's a really, really exciting time. This is the stuff I've been literally studying for 50 years. So I think that is one of the big reasons that I'm so excited about being here. And for all of us, it's about starting fresh every day. And that's what we're here to do, right, Greg?
Absolutely. So I got a couple things to show you guys. First of all, I am going to do a screen share of a quick little diagram that I made to explain how today is going to roll. Today is going to be different, partly because it's our very first Max Success Summit. So let me just hide a few things so you can see more of this diagram. So one of the things we're talking about today is our new book, the Max Community book we're releasing. We will give you a chance to participate in that book and tell your story if you are interested. The Max Community Wheel of Success consists of 12 stages, and they group into start, scale, and serve. Basically, today we have 3 25-minute segments of this meeting. 25 minutes for the start, 25 minutes for the scale, 25 minutes for serve. In just about 7 minutes, I'm going to be bringing on Diane Forster, an amazing woman and business entrepreneur who's going to help us with the start phase, talking especially about your vision. We have 5 minutes for just like a little time together at the beginning of each segment. There will be a 5-minute panel. There'll be a 10-minute featured spotlight speaker, which will begin with Diane Forster. And then there'll be networking for the remaining 5 minutes or so of the networking. The other thing I just wanted to point out is that I put a link in the chat. I'm so excited today that in cooperation with the release of our new app, of our book rather, we are going to be releasing our Maxer app. And I'm just going to do a quick screen share, but I put a link in the chat. Anytime you want to during the meeting or even afterwards, you can click that link and it brings you to this page on the Max Community website. We are releasing the new Maxer app. You can get a free digital business card, which can scale into a complete AI, that is artificial intelligence driven networking app. All you have to do to get information and on this list with no obligation is just fill this form out there that is on there. Now, if you'll just do that, go to that link and fill out that form. When the app is released in a week or two, you will get an email saying it's ready. You can log in. You can be the very first people in the world to get this new networking app. It is going to revolutionize what we're doing right here. Have you ever been in a Zoom meeting and when you're done, you have to download that chat and figure out how to network with everybody? It's going to be a registration app as well as a digital business card. So you're going to be able to come to a meeting like this and basically just click, and I want this profile to be added, and it'll make a directory of all the people that came to this meeting so you can connect with each other. You'll learn more about that later. It is 5 minutes after the hour, and so we're going to go to our panel before we introduce our special speaker today. I'm going to be bringing up some people who are original founders of the Max community. And just to make room, Mike, sorry, I'm going to remove you just momentarily. We'll bring you back. Mr. John Davin, how's it going? You're on mute.
You're muted,
Everybody's on
John.
mute until you make yourself unmuted.
Hey, it's a fine day. So glad to be here. It's amazing. 2 years later, after that day, I said, Greg, we'd been in one business venture and we were moving into another. I said, Greg, I will follow you wherever you want to go. I believe in you. I trust you with my business, with my future, all that, right? It was amazing. And so we are doing good things. Yeah, I mean, I've been working with computers since 1981. That's what my passion is to share that technology with people. So I opened a computer store way back in 1981. And yeah, I'm just glad to be part of Max Community.
Thank you, John. So we're here just to talk about vision before we bring up Diane Forster. What was the vision of the Max community? And Lynn Sanders is here with us. Everybody asked me if we're related. My middle name is Lynn. Her first name is Lynn. So we have a lot of connections in terms of nomenclature, but we're just, great friends. I call ourselves cousins, right, in humanity, but she's a great, one of our founders. And then we have Keith Allen, who is our Chief Inspiration Officer. Can you guys just talk for a minute about what is the vision of the Max community and what are we trying to do here? Lynn, can you go first?
Yes, I love being here. Thank you, Greg. I love the vision of the Max community, and I feel that the vision is really uplifting business entrepreneurs by helping them to the max, whether that's networking, whether that's technical skills, which I love getting help on, and just getting support. So I love the feeling and the vision of the Max community, bringing our business potential and our abilities to the maximum.
Yeah, thank you. Keith, what about you?
Well, Greg, 2 years ago, it was 2022. Think about it just for a second. Think about it. Our mindset was not in a good place. I called you, Greg, and I said, I shared some information with you from James Barna. For those who don't know who James Barna is, he's a researcher of about things that are happening in our communities. And I told Greg, I said, we need to do something now. So I shared some ideas based on the negative things that I was seeing that was happening in our communities, not only in America, but across the world. And I said, it is time to respond to the negativity in a positive fashion. The Max community is that response to what is needed. I have a couple notes real quick. And I wrote down here, I said, the Max community is what we need as a community and as leaders. It is very much so. And I'm asking the people here in the Max community and outside of the Max community to bring your talents. I want the best. I want the very best that the community leaders and business leaders have to offer. Do not keep this to yourselves. The Max community is greatly needed at this time in such great upheaval of change. We are a community force to be reckoned with. I am not understating that. We need a lot of change and a lot of good to help people that are in need. So, you know what? I want everyone here to start inviting your best people to the Max community. What can you do specifically to make it better? Write it down, be specific, and offer it. I want your best. Thank you.
If I could cut in, thank you, Keith. That was awesome. Keith was one of the original collaborators. We have just about a minute, 30 seconds. Rune, how important is it to have a vision for your life and business? And then we'll bring up Diane.
I would say it's a given. If you don't have a vision, you'll just stumble around blind. So you need to have a vision. You need to have a path to like work to go through.
Mm-hmm.
And with the vision that you have in the Max community, Greg, as Keith points out and others, the support is what makes the Max community something else, I'd say. The care and the support and the systems that you have in place to offer for the participants is really paramount in helping the clients stick. So that's what I have to add to it right now.
Beautiful. Thank you, Rune. And thank you, all of you and founders. We didn't get all the founders and original collaborators up here, but we have 2 more panels left today. Diane, good morning. How are you?
I'm doing great, Greg. So good to see you. Good, so good to see Mike. I see familiar friends and faces here. Robert, I haven't seen you in a long time. I see Dr. Renee and new faces. I'm so excited to be here.
Yeah, very great. Well, I'm just going to turn Diane loose. Let me just say I met Diane just very recently when I looked at her profile on LinkedIn as the Mindset Coach of the Year and a TV host who can teach you to scale your business to the next level. It's fantastic. I've asked her to talk about vision when I was part of her program just a couple of days ago. That was one of the points that she really hammered, that you have to know where you're going and your vision. Diane, it's our pleasure to welcome you to the stage. Please take 10 minutes and inspire us.
Thank you so much. All right. Well, yes, as Greg said, I just hosted an event earlier this week, and it was called TV Star Intensive. And what I'm going to talk about is vision for you and ways to think bigger. And we said, you know, how could you take a tiny acorn and make it into a forest of oak trees, not just the oak tree, but a forest of oak trees. And I know that if you're in this room right now and you're a part of this community, that you are somebody who wants to make change. You want to help the world. You're mission driven, and your vision, I'm going to invite you to make it as big as you possibly can. So once you think it's big, how much bigger can it get? I will share with all of you, my vision is I want to be bigger than Oprah Winfrey. I do. I say it boldly, proudly. I don't care if it makes me sound crazy, but someone's going to be, right? And I am committed to touching the lives of 1 billion people who don't know their self-worth, to discover their true divinity, power, and purpose. So shoot for the moon and the stars and the sun, and let's see what happens, right? And if we speak it out and we're surrounded by support and community, that's what's going to make it happen, right? So that is the way the law of attraction works. So what I wanted to talk to you about specifically is because I'm sure many of you are authors or want to be authors. Some of you are speakers or want to be speakers. You know, you want to have a bigger influence and impact in your life. You want to make impact and you want to make a lot of money doing it, which is nothing wrong with that. That's great, because I know the more you make, the bigger impact you're going to make with it, because you're do-good people. So my focus and attention, while I am an award-winning life and mindset coach, I am a TV show host, and I have a 40-year background in advertising and media sales. And my big mission right now is to get as many people as possible hosting their own television shows for a few reasons. If you think this is something, maybe you'd never even thought about it before, like, what, me, TV show host? Yes, you. Video is not going away. You need to become really, really good on camera. You need to be able to deliver your message on video, because we have less than 3 seconds to capture somebody's attention. So what I'm going to share with you, and I hope I'm going to be able to stand up and go to my vibe board and do this really, really quickly with you. But here's why you need to do TV now. Here's the 5 reasons. Number one, the first reason I said is it's more important than ever. Video's not going away. And thank you to the pandemic, the whole television world landscape has totally changed. What a blessing for us that now there's this market and opportunity for us like ordinary people to be doing extraordinary things. There are streaming platforms seeking your content. They want your message. They want your product. They want your content. They're out there. You having your own show is your very own stage. So while you want to be interviewed on other people's shows and you want to get out in the media, one of the best ways to do it is have your own platform for 2 reasons. Number one, you give the chance to do law of reciprocity to those shows that you want to be on by having your stage to invite them on first. That's the first reason. The second reason is media is great, getting those media appearances, but they usually last 30 seconds to 2 minutes. And then you're yesterday's news. When you have your own show in a long format, maybe the 30 minutes, 60 minutes, whatever it is, you get a chance to build that know, like, and trust factor with your audience. They feel like they know you. You have a chance to expand on your content, and it lives on forever. So what a great thing, what a great way to do it. It catapults your authority and your credibility. When you have TV host in your title, it's on your website, it's all over your social media, it's in your signature, it's everywhere. People say yes to you. People say yes to me all the time because I have a TV show. And then 2 more reasons. You could do it in your home. I'm in my home. I'm in a second, bedroom in my home that is set up as a studio. And this is where I do my show. This is where I do it most of the time, but I have a few setups here in a 10 by 12 room, you guys, a tiny little space. I have my computer as my camera. I don't even have my mic plugged in today, and I have a ring light. And look, I'm ready. I'm ready for an interview. This could be you too. It's that simple. And then the last reason is you get to help so many more people. So I know I only have 4 minutes left, so I hope I'm going to be able to do this. I'm going to try and do this. So I want to show you the path that having a TV show first could create for you. All right, let me see if I can do this. Bear with me. All right, let me make sure you guys can see me. Can you see me? And can you see my board?
Yes, perfect.
Let's see. All right, so just tilt it a little bit like this. I want you to see this. Oops. Oh, let's do it in green. Green is the color of money. All right, this is your TV show, right? If you start with a TV show, you can do a podcast, strip the audio. There's your podcast. You can do a blog. Sorry, my writing's sloppy. You can write articles from this. You can create courses, programs, books. What else do we have here? This also lets you, hang on one second. I'm trying to do this and get everything in here. This will grow your website, your Google, make you more Googleable, if that's a word. All your social media. What else? I'm looking for what else? You have the show. So for other TV, radio, podcast appearances. And there's more. I mean, there's even more than this, but this, just look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There's even more. If you have a TV show, this is 12 ways to generate revenue and have marketing outlets just from the TV show. So the TV show is the first thing you do. By leveraging your time, that TV show then becomes the blog, the articles, the books. If you've written a book, say it's 12 chapters, you've got tons of content to teach. Because whenever you speak or you write a book, we forget 95% of what we hear or read right after. So when you have a show to actually go deep with people, when they finish reading your book, at the end of reading your book, they're going, I want more. I want more. And so a television show is a way to do that. So I'm actually doing a TV Star Intensive. Greg is a part of it. And I know I only have a minute left. I'm going to give you guys my email, info@dianeforster.com. Email me directly. I'll give you the information if you want to learn about it. Let me tell you, it's a 6-week sprint. Your show is going to be ready to launch in less than 60 days. And it'll change your entire business. So, thank you for putting it up there, Greg. So I'm going to encourage you as I close to think big. This is about vision. What if you could have all of that going on just from the acorn of a TV show first? So I'd love to help you do that. I hope you're inspired by this. I hope you're thinking bigger, and you can be a TV star. You can. People are looking for you.
Wonderful. Hey, everybody. That was amazing. Everybody give Diane a hand.
Thank you.
Start thinking bigger. That's the main thing, because you have a voice, you have a passion, you have a talent, you have a message for the world. We're going to go to breakout rooms right now, and they're going to be very short. But in your breakout room, I want you to share with other people, introduce yourself, but then share your vision. What is your vision, and can your vision get bigger? So here we go, guys. We're going to start our first breakout room right now. Please click to join. You have about 5 minutes. Enjoy, everybody. Mike, I'm going to make you a co-host.
Sure.
So you can help manage. And I just got a call from our next speaker, so I'm going to give her, or Forbes, I'm going to give her a quick call if you'll handle anything that happens in the room here.
Get you where you want to go. The Max community is all about helping each other with the resources that we all have. I don't know squat about ETV and shorts, but I'll tell you what, Mike Hayes not only is a genius at it, he's leveraging everybody he knows that has the latest information, like Alex Hitt. So you come to the Max community, you maximize the opportunity that you have, and you maximize the return on your own time. So if you spend the right time with the right people, you don't have to reinvent the wheel, folks. You can go ahead and just get the information, start engaging it. And that's the biggest thing. You know, Joel put the quote about the vision. If you don't start moving forward, you never get anywhere. So, we'll get you started. We'll show you the way to do it. And then it's up to you to take advantage of those resources. My God, YouTube will put your information on a free platform. We'll let you upload as much video as you want and keep it there forever. You're insane if you're not using YouTube and putting your stuff on YouTube. And, TikTok, newer player, but still the same kind of idea where you just have the opportunity to get in front of millions of eyeballs at a drop of a hat, like Diane said. We've never had this opportunity before, right?
Robin, I love your content, but you just need more energy.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I got some more coffee here. Let me jack it up a little bit for you, Greg.
All right, I love it.
Four words I want to say about the Max community. In my experience, we've got your back, period.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Alex,
Yes, sir.
I know the new kid on the block in the area of social media is TikTok. A lot of us old fogies don't even understand it. Tell us really quickly how that can fit into your efforts to scale your business.
When you're thinking about reaching new people at scale over and over and over again, there is no better platform than TikTok. No better platform, hands down. If you're trying to reach new people, every single time you post a video on TikTok, it goes out to a brand new audience. The other social media platforms don't work that way. When you post to Facebook, LinkedIn, it goes out to the people you're connected with. Well, that doesn't really serve the small business owner. We need to reach new people every single time we post. That's what TikTok allows you to do. And it's the most popular app in the entire country, in the entire world. It's used more than any other app. It's the most downloaded app of Q1 of 2022 and of the last 3 years. And guess what? 99% of business owners aren't using it to advertise because they just don't see it yet. But it will become as as obvious as having a Facebook profile or Instagram or a YouTube channel. You know, people are just you know, so I'm here to help the new person who's never been on TikTok before to get them on the platform and having success right away. We have over 1,000 business owners all working together to grow on TikTok. So you can go join my Facebook group if you're interested in becoming involved in the community. And yeah, we're here to help you. It's a whole system. You know, we have a, you know, we don't leave it to chance, right? We really map it out step by step on how to get on the platform and how to succeed right away.
I'm in it. I've been in broadcasting for, you know, my whole life, and I'm learning things from Alex. He's my mentor in TikTok, and he's amazing, generous, kind, and accepting person. He's wonderful to work with. You can't go wrong with Alex. I call him the hit maker, just for a little branding purposes. Go ahead, Greg. Sorry.
Yeah, thank you very much. So we're about ready to introduce Matthew Learning. Alex, I just have to say, you are one of the hardest working people that pursues your vision of anyone I know. You give free sessions every single day, and then you have your community that you're building. So you don't just kind of throw the tip out there that people ought to use TikTok. You support them. You're creating a course and how it works. Please be sure to put your information there. And one big more shout out to Diane, who was our first speaker before we introduce Matthew. Diane, yeah, you talked about vision, but going a TV show with your business, everybody, that is a way to scale your business as well. Please connect with Diane, please connect with Robin and everybody here, Alex. So now we're going to introduce to you a very special person, and I'd like to talk to you about Matthew Learning. Matthew, you're from Canada, is that right, sir?
Okay.
You bet, sir. I'm up in Canada. That's true.
That is nice. I think Canada is such a beautiful country. We got connected through the marvelous Stephanie Massman. Let me see if I can find Stephanie here, because I'm going to be promoting her. Stephanie is a networker. Unlike anybody else, she brings people together in an amazing way. She was running a booming group called BAM. I mean, what's not to like about BAM? And it was filled with networkers, and she stopped that to support Matthew Learning and what he is doing. That tells you something about her respect for Matthew. Stephanie, give us a quick introduction to Matthew Learning and his program. He's going to be talking to us about scaling your business.
Yep, really quickly. So now this is the group to network in, you guys. Next Community rocks, and I've been with them from the very beginning. So yeah, so in a nutshell, Matthew came and he did a little 10-minute talk, and everybody thought he was so amazing. And what he teaches is communication skills. He teaches you how to really become a great listener, how to listen to what they're saying and also to what they're not saying. You know, he just has a way of presenting information that's very new and very modern. So he takes years and years of other amazing concepts and teaches it in a very unique way. So I'm just going to let him take the spotlight.
Thank you, Stephanie. Matthew, tell us how to scale your business. It's all yours, sir.
Okay. Scaling. Thank you, Greg, for having me here, and to everyone here. Obviously, you're all hard at work. You're all entrepreneurs, and you take the time to work on your business like this. So everyone, grab a piece of paper. Grab a piece of paper, napkin, a pen, crayons, whatever your style might be. Get that piece of paper, get that writing utensil. Let's
get your rocket book. Don't kill a tree. Sorry.
So we're going to draw a super advanced diagram. We call it a tree. One tree. So here's what everyone I want you to start with. Please, somewhere on your piece of paper, draw a trunk of a tree. You can keep this, you can recycle this later. It's not going to be graded, but draw that trunk of that tree. Good. Please now draw the second part of the tree, which we'll call the top of the tree. This is all the branches, all the leaves, all the smaller trunks of the tree. Okay, I'm sure some of your trees are looking fabulous. Okay, the next thing we're going to draw is a line under the stump that represents the soil. We all know trees usually are rooted in some sort of soil. So just draw something that represents the soil. Very good. And then number 4 is going to be, I drew little circles, but please draw some fruit. on your tree. Yeah, circles, triangles, apples. If you're a real good artist, you can draw kiwis. Whatever you have is perfect. All right, why did we draw a tree? Well, we can use this to represent how to scale your business, right? Which means how to create more revenue without creating more work. And we're going to leverage the Max Community formula of scale, which can be found in the new book, which I believe everyone should be a part of and get themselves into. We're going to leverage that formula to do it. So next to your beautiful trunk, please write number 1. And please, next to it, write the word growth. And then next to your beautiful sticks and twigs and leaves, write the number 2. And next to that number 2, write the word team. Very good. Okay, next to the soil, the roots and soil, number 3, please write tools and systems. All right, and then next to your beautiful fruits, apples and oranges, just write the number 4. And those are your raving fans. Okay, so some of you are obviously picking up what I'm putting down here, and if not, let's roll right into it. Okay, so to scale your business, there are 4 elements you need. Greg came up with them because he's a freaking genius, and I'm rolling with his formula here. Okay, number 1, you need growth. Okay, that's the trunk of the tree. That makes sense. Trees grow. Okay, number 2, you need a team. Here's what I want people to get. And we're going to go into the cause of all of our pain around scaling in just a moment here. But to lead into that, team is like the twigs and branches of a tree, right? They provide leverage. They provide scalability for a tree so that more sunlight can be received, right? More birds can lay on them and pick their seeds and do that stuff. So number 3 is tools and systems. This, my friends, is the nutrition, the compost, the water that you pour onto the soil around your tree so that your tree can grow successfully. Anyone who is an arborist or a gardener understands for sure what I'm pointing at. If you have no compost, no nutrition, no nitrogen, your tree will not grow very well, right? If you do not have tools and systems to support your business will not scale very well. Right. And finally, number 4 is raving fans. How successful would the apple species be if it did not produce fruit and seeds? There would be no apple orchards because it is the seeds of a tree that produce the next trees, which produce the next trees, which produce scalability for nature. We are nature too. So if we want our lives and our businesses to scale, we better darn tootin' quickly produce some seeds so that duplication can happen, right? And this is by raving fans. It's the people who come into our business, our system, our product, and love us and leave testimonials on Google, which Robin helps people with, and leave testimonials on your website and all that stuff. Those become the, the flourishing of whatever your brand is. Very good. That's a fun analogy. The reason I got you to write it out is you should probably tape that to your wall if you're interested in scaling your business. Keep it on your desk, show your business partners and say, hey team, where do we suck? Where are we stuck? Are we stuck with, or do we not have the team? Which means we have no branches. We can't get the sunlight. Have we even not started? Which would be the trunk. We should probably get started. Right? Do we not have any nourishment in the soil? Are we avoiding tools and systems? Well, who do we have to contact? Probably Greg Sanders and see who he can connect us to for tools and systems. Or are we so focused on our business that we forgot we need freaking customers and clients and raving fans? Let's focus there because we're not duplicating, we're not scaling. So if you have a team or if you're just your own team, you got to look at this diagram later, get honest with yourself and find out where you're sucking or stucking. Okay, but here's where we actually get stuck. How much more time do I have, Greg? 2 minutes or something? 5 minutes?
Yep. Yeah, it's 2 minutes.
So the diagram is an opportunity for you to evaluate yourself and your business. But here's the real problem. Who here has a voice in their head? Anyone got 1, maybe 2, 3, or 4? Depends on the day, right? Okay, that means you've got a self. You've got a you. I've got a me. Matt's got a Matt. When I wake up, I think about stuff and me and my color of shirt I want to wear. The reason most people don't scale or get stuck when scaling is because we get attached. We have self-attachment. It usually shows up as I'm scared to delegate, or I don't know how, or I need to do things my way. I don't trust other people, therefore I can't actually let go of control. There are many other internal beliefs that cause fracture in the process of scaling. And the goal for each of you today is to take time and get honest with yourself about where are you limiting yourself. So Robin Stern says, so many voices, right? You got to look on the inside, my friends. You're an entrepreneur. It's your job to find out what's going on with your ego and yourself that is distracting or disjointing you from letting go. Because the hardest part about scaling is actually letting go. And if you get honest with yourself or talk to someone like Greg or someone like Stephanie or your business partner, and you have these conversations, you can have a breakthrough and move through that stuff like this, okay? Imagine in nature, here's the last metaphor. If you're still stubborn like me and you don't want to get unstuck, here's the last metaphor. Imagine a tree, like an apple tree, which sprouts in the ground, and it decides, I'm going to go to the top and be an apple tree without any help. I'm going to do it myself because I'm stubborn and scared to delegate. And I had a bad experience in the past with a business partner or with something, and it didn't work out. Now I'm scared to be able to collaborate with others. I'm just going to grow one giant trunk, no branches. I don't need branches. I don't need a team. I can't trust people anyways. And I don't need soil. I don't need tools and systems. I don't know. I'm scared to deal with that shit anyways. And I don't need raving fans. I don't need clients because fruit is too much work. I'm just going to be a big stump of a tree. Obviously, I hope you're laughing as much as I am at this, because that tree would die. It would not happen. And that's why so many people's businesses die and fail, especially when it comes to scaling, is because we are too attached to my way or the highway. We do not understand the system. And Greg Sanders has laid it out in his book so well. So I hope everyone joins in on that. And that is my analogy and share today on scaling. That's what I've used to scale my businesses. And it works very well. Thank you, Greg, for letting me play today.
Thank you. Everybody give Matthew a great hand. I love the metaphor. I've got trees in my Midwestern town where I live, and if they didn't have any soil, they would just topple over. So we need all that stuff. Trees need to bear fruit. Thank you, Matthew. We're going to go to breakouts after you introduce yourself to everybody. Talk about what you're doing to scale your business. Maybe focus on one thing. What is one specific thing that you are doing or that you heard today that will help you scale your business and take it to the next level? So let's go ahead and start the breakout rooms right now. Everybody accept, please, and we'll see you back in 5 minutes.
For so long, I've interviewed you so many times over the years, and it's just really an honor and a blessing to have you here today, my friend.
Well, thank you. Thank you. I've been listening for a little while. By way of introduction, I'll give you just 30 seconds of something about who I am if you've never seen me on television. Can you guys see and hear that?
Yes.
Yeah, that's just a little peek of how I got to where I am, doing it on television. I'm doing a lot of it.
Let's give it up for Forbes
Riley!
The reason you don't have what you want is you don't know what it is.
I've grossed $2.5 billion by tweaking people's pitches on infomercials. You hear things differently than I do. I hear money every time somebody talks. All right, so if that's the case, I only have a very, very short period of time here to say hi to everybody. Hopefully you recognize my voice. Literally the queen of infomercials, 194 of them, and 20 some odd years of home shopping. I have a very unique ability. Didn't know it was a thing. I just wanted to be an actress, but apparently I can pitch anything that you've got, probably better than you can. And I don't mean that to be rude, but companies have hired me around the world, sales teams, to take their product, service, or idea and pitch it out to the masses, because that's how I hear things. For you guys as entrepreneurs, what that means is I think about pitching differently. I think pitching is every day, all day. I think when you excite, engage, and enroll another person to take action, that's whether you want a promotion, you want someone to go out to your favorite restaurant, you want them to marry you. All of those I view as pitches. And when you start to understand that when you talk, articulate out your face, it's not about what you want to say. It really matters what people hear. Is that correct, you guys? Can you think about that? That's what you do. Whenever you want someone to take an action, it's not what you're saying. They actually don't really care what you're saying. They care how it affects them. And most people are so busy talking that they can't hear what's being said. Does that make sense? Thank you very much. I love that applause, Mr. Robin. Now, here's the next thing about that. When you've got a product, service, or idea, and I'm going to do this rapid fire. Guys, every Sunday I teach a 2-hour training that you're welcome to come to. Since COVID started, I've taken to the internet. I've had 12,000 students. Mike and Greg are 2 of them, because I love doing this. I just came back from a month in Greece. I'm now in Club Med. I lead an amazing life. And you know why? By design. It took me many, many years to get out of my own way. Can anybody relate to that? Yeah, I have this new philosophy about minimize, maximize, and monetize. Let's minimize the struggle, okay? I am 62 years old. I would have been Oprah about 20 years ago if I could have gotten out of my own way or stopped playing small. Isn't that kind of crazy, Forbes? You gross $2.5 billion and you played small? The answer is yes, I did. I had a lot of demons to get rid of. So we're going to minimize that time. We're going to maximize the time that you have on this planet I have a training coming up called GSD. You know what it's called? Get Shit Done. My ugly book is better than your no book. My ugly course is better than your no course. Thank you. I'm getting a big Joe Welsh. Yes. Stop letting the perfect ruin the good. We're all so concerned about what somebody thinks. The truth is we're lucky if anybody thinks about us at all. Isn't that ironic? Yeah. Thank you, Robin. Love that. And I do love what I do. I'm your best friend on steroids. Just kidding. Actually, a friend loves you the way you are. We often say that Forbes Riley loves you way too much to leave you that way, because very rarely are people as honest and as blunt as I am. And what that means is I don't have a filter. If your pitch isn't working, I'll tell you exactly why, how, and when to tweak it. And let's minimize the time that we spend doing this and then monetizing it. For years, I was a platform speaker. I didn't make any money. I didn't understand the technique that you could. And when I finally got it, oh my God, my life changed. I make money all day, every day. I make money in my sleep. I teach people to make money in their sleep. Anyone want to make money while they're sleeping? Yeah, it's much more fun to do that than money while you're waking, because that means you're trading your time. I love nothing more than opening up the computer and go, damn, look at that. And I can remember that first moment when I built my first, that's not true. I built lots of funnels because I thought they were pretty. I never launched them, didn't understand traffic, but I sure could build a funnel. And then one day, my 19-year-old daughter, she was 2 years ago, she was 17, she said, Mom, you're not doing this right. I'm like, what do you know? You're 17. Mom, I'm the one who told you to buy Bitcoin at $100. You might want to listen to me. True story. And so, yeah, thank you very much, Keith. And so she said, let's sit down and put this online, because I discovered something about me. And I'm going to say some of you are this way. It takes 2 people to run a business, or 2 sides of your own brain. One is the visionary. Raise your hand if you're a visionary. Oh, that's so sad. Because I am too. Because you need the integrator to make that work. And if you're a solopreneur or you're stubborn like me, you think you can do it both. And I'll tell you what, delegate or die. If you can find an implementer to quickly put your visions out to the world, you'll get there faster. I can do it all kind of person, straight A student, overachiever, literally my results were not showing how smart I was, and I was frustrated. So my daughter came along and set up systems for me, unbelievable systems. And here's a funny story. For a girl who's gross as much as I have, I did my very first webinar 2 years ago, didn't even understand why or what I would do with that. And I opened up the computer the next morning, there was 25K in the account. I turned to my daughter and I said, what does the K stand for? I mean, I'd only seen like $1.98. She's like, Mom, you made 25 grand last night. I'm like, we did what? And all of a sudden, a new concept for me was born about how to generate and turn this little computer I'm on into a cash register. Because when you do that, it means that you're serving other people. Money is just an exchange of energy. And I'll tell you what, if you're in masterminds, if you're in classes and you're paying, I remember the first time I put down $25,000, that's more than my parents' house cost for a mastermind, and the millions that I generated from it. But my parents would have never thought that way. And so your job, and I think being in this room and other rooms like this and hanging out with people who are wildly successful, is to understand that your belief system isn't the only one. What a wonderful world we would live in if we all just said one day, you know what? My belief system isn't always right. It's just my belief. Yes, I'm loving Robin Stern. I don't know him right now, but I'm loving the energy. And this is the cool thing about Zoom, is that I can see and feel your energy. Steve Gard is going, man, she talks fast. I can hear him say that, right? I know, I got that. And then there's Anna and Sybil, and I see Tommy there. I love this platform. I have enough intuition in the way that I work that I love reaching through this screen and up-leveling people, because my gift, the reason I can pitch so good is that I have this crazy gift. I can see where you get to be in the world. I can't always tell you how to get there, but I can have a vision for people. and a vision for products, where they need to be and what people need to hear to take action. So I can go on and on. I have lots of secrets about how to pitch. One I will give you. One is practice. Here's the crazy thing about pitching. You guys are all good at what you do, but how many of you practice getting it into somebody else's hands? One of the problems is you make the product, you wrote the book, and you have no idea how to get it out there. Oh my God, that's all I do all day, every day. So let me do my job, or let me work with you to get it out there, or teach you that talking and communicating have nothing to do with each other. Your partner can talk all day. They probably talk your ear off, right? Or your kids will just, yeah, but they're not communicating. Communication ends up in a result. When I look at you and I say, I'm going to have you take an action, I'm going to say, I've got a free gift for you. I'll type it in the chat, but free gift from Forbes Riley. Video series you're going to want to watch. If you want to hang out with me on Sunday. By the way, my whopping $2 billion career, you know how much I charge on Sunday? It's not free. It's $19. And you know why? Because then I get to over deliver. It's not that hard to over deliver on $19, right? But you leave going, man, she over delivered. And the truth is, if you give stuff away for free, you get what you pay for. I discovered that the hard way, right? People don't want to come for free as much as you'd love to help the entire world. And so I've been privy to a lot of amazing mentors. And what I want to do now with my time on the planet is delineate some of that information, pass it on to you, and then hear what is Robin, what is Anna, what are Keith, what are Hugh, what are you working on? And how can you more quickly get it out the door? I got to tell you, there's a really phenomenal feeling. It's called finishing is happiness. When the book is done, when the book is out, it's not perfect. I don't want to hear it's not perfect. It's just out there. What do you think Apple did? 2.0, 3.0, 22.0, 500,000.0. They never got it right. So why are you so worried with getting it right before you release it? And that goes back to your set of limiting beliefs. Was it mom or dad, or your first grade teacher, or a bully who told you were weren't good enough, you don't look good in those, whatever it is you're carrying around with you? The other part of my life that I love calling out people on, and I do this in my smaller trainings, is we're going to let the baggage go. I've been traveling for 4 weeks in Greece with my daughter, with a freaking backpack at 62. Let me tell you, this was probably one of the most eye-opening things in a long, I carry suitcases. My makeup alone is a carry-on bag, okay? So all of a sudden I am, have these I had to distill it down to its essence. And I think that was a metaphor for what's really important. And by the way, when you die, because like my dad died with a garage full of inventions that no one saw, no one really cares about all the crap that you didn't do. So if I can just leave you with a thought, please be intentional. Set out to help other people because they need it. If you're here, you're a step above most people in the world right now. And that's really the truth. And you've got problems. I know they're rich people problems. There's people without homes whose kids have been blown to pieces. The world is not, it's crazy, except we're still living an amazing life. Enjoy it. I would compliment more than complain on a daily basis. Be grateful. I'm going to be grateful to Greg and Mike, who just, support me. But the only reason they're even supporting me is because I've chosen to support them. Life is very different than I learned it was in high school. Only took me like 50 years to figure that one out. So minimize, maximize, and let's monetize. Because even if you don't need the money, somebody else does. And I will tell you, one of the coolest things you can do is to randomly help other people with some cash. Ooh, somebody loves me. They're barking up the right tree.
Can we mute everybody but Forbes? Let her unmute herself.
There you go.
There we go. I think I got it.
Thank you. Yeah, that was lovely. God, she's a real dog. And then the other thing real quick is I've also, my fiance, so number one, Forbes Riley is my name. Go to Instagram, take a look at what I've been up to. There's some great pictures in Greece. You can always ask Greg how to come on a Sunday. It's really a worthwhile thing to invest your 2 hours in, to meet and experience. I literally work, and I'd love to do it now, but we don't have any more time. I work with people one-on-one. I can tweak your pitch, and here's how your pitch starts. This is a question some of you have apparently never heard before. Judging by the reaction I get, some of you have never heard the question. Ready? What do you do? Because the answers I get are like, oh my God, I'd like to do so many things. I'm sorry, did you never hear that question before? Are you not prepared to answer it? I'll tell you what, if you can get a yes, when someone asks you that question, and very few people can do this, you win. I used to call it the $100,000 handshake. I would leave networking events with a stack of business cards and deals all over the place. And people go, how did you do that? Because I listen. I know what they're going to ask me. In fact, here's the craziest game. Well, I don't even know if I have a pen here. All right, so here's you know what, I can't do what I want to do because I'm in a hotel room. But so Greg, play along with me. What is one more number than 63? What's
65.
one more? You know, he's got to be difficult. I have a pen that says 64. If he could have just gotten it right, this trick would have.
One more.
It's 64.
Yeah, so Greg's a little of an out of the box thinker. Actually, what I normally do is I write the word yes here. I can get a yes from anybody. And one of the ways that I do that, and Stephanie, I've never met you before. If I said to you, Stephanie, and you've never heard this before, if I said, would you like to see something cool? What would your first reaction be?
Yes.
Yeah. Why would I know that? Can you imagine if you're doing a pitch, think about this for real, and you know what the person's going to answer before they answer it, you win. And that comes from decades of being a magician. I'm the daughter of a magician. I know how the trick is going to end before it starts. You don't. And if your pitch, you start to think about it that way, you don't go into a meeting hoping to sell somebody. You go in making sure the check you're getting is 1-0 bigger than you planned on. Very different mentality. And it's why I live the way I do and the life that I do. And I don't know many people who talk this way. So take a look at my social media. And then as a real treat, I've got these two crazy things here. These are first place bodybuilding medals that my fiance won last Saturday night at 45 after a massive motorcycle accident 2 years ago that left him shattered in a wheelchair for 6 months. And to watch this man, who I love, and I would check him out on Instagram. His name is Joshua Self, S-E-L-F. To watch him get up every day in massive amounts of pain, post-surgery, not wanting to go to the gym and build his body back, reminded me that no matter how successful we are, how rich we are, how beautiful we are, if we don't have our health and our wellness and a goal, we're nothing. And on that note, that would be my 2 cents, you guys.
Fantastic. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Forbes, thank you so much. Bring Mike up again. Just quickly. Mike, what'd you think? That was just incredible, right?
Well, I've known her for a long time and she just consistently produces. I mean, has anybody ever heard of Jack LaLanne? Hello. You know, so she's just amazing. And I've known her, I've seen her at work. She is ethical. She is honest. She is right from the heart and the gut. And I am there. I was known as the network king of the direct response industry, but I am a student of Forbes Riley. Why? Because the world has changed and we all need to adjust and adapt and we need to stay current. I don't care if you think you're a sales master. It's like being a black belt in karate. You have to practice. You have to keep up your game. You got to stay with it. And she is current. That's why she is really a superstar, because she always stays current. She is on top of it. And that's where we all need to be. So we're in great company. Thank you, Forbes.
I just have to say, when I went to Forbes's $19 program, it's like, wow, 2 hours for $19 with one of the most successful people in the world. You have got to be kidding me. I signed up for it. It was the best decision I've made. And then we're in her next level program right now. This woman can change the way your business operates and the way your life is working out. Everybody give it up for Forbes Riley, folks. Thank you so much. Forbes, amazing, amazing, amazing. All right, love you. Okay, so we are going to go to our breakout rooms. If you're able, we're gonna finish with a 5-minute breakout. I hope you guys can stay for that. Mike, this has been an incredible day, hasn't it?
Oh, absolutely. You know, it's a wonderful day of networking. That's the only way to describe it. It's full of gratitude and love and community and helping each other. And I tell you one thing about the Max community, and the thing you most want in your business is people who have your back. That is so rare today. People that will take you all the way to the gold medal, all the way to the finish line, not close, but no cigar. They will help you reach out your arm until you can grasp that gold ring in your hand and own it. And that's what the Max community is all about. And everybody in it should be that way. And if you're not, we want to help you get there.
That is amazing. Okay, we're going to do one more breakout. And I guess a couple calls to action. I just want to point to everybody. If you're not a member of the Max community, you can join for free. We're going to tell you about amazing networking, tools, opportunities, free digital business cards, you name it, connecting you with amazing stars like Diane Forster and Forbes Riley and Matthew Learning and Steve Erickson and Robin Stern and Mike Hayes and on it goes. Stephanie Massman, Dr. Renee Love, so many people in our community. I can't mention you all. Let's go to our last breakout right now. I hope you all have a chance to just spend 5 more minutes, after which we'll have 5 or 10 minutes for an after party. If anybody can stick around, ask any questions you have. Let's get acquainted. All right, everybody, accept your assignment, please, for networking. Talk about what you're going to do to serve the world with your business in your next room.
You know, I just have to say real quick, Greg, before I jump into the room, I have never fangirled over somebody in my life like I just did. That was so freaking amazing. Thank you for bringing her on this thing. I am excited to follow her and see what she's got going on. That lady's a powerhouse, dude. Awesome, awesome guest. Thank you for having her.
I fell in love with her when I met her 25 years ago, Robin.
Oh my God.
And,
oh my God. She's
yeah.
amazing. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. All right, I gotta go. Bye.
All right, take care. Bye.
Actually, turn off my phone to get back to something.
Hey guys, this has been great. We are officially at the very end of our meeting. I would love to hear a couple of you just talk about your biggest takeaway for today, and you know how that's going to help your life and your business moving forward. Anybody want to just give a shout out here? Raise your hand. Robin, you're first. Everybody else.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Just the content that you brought today by having Forbes Riley in this room, I am taking away a renewed energy. I am just I don't think I've done the, you know, the fangirl, like, she actually private messaged me during the meeting and I thought I was going to lose my mind. I thought my head was going to explode when I saw that said direct message on there. I was like, she sent that directly to me. She noticed me. She called. So yeah, I love you guys. I am absolutely
you're in love with
the
it.
Max
And
community.
Robin, you having more renewed energy, that's a scary thing. I'm telling you.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
We call him,
Unbelievable.
we call Robin the atomic networker, Forbes, and you will fall in love with him as quickly as he's fallen in love with you as soon as you spend some time together.
I didn't know that he had an overdrive gear on that energy box. But
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Turbo boost button for sure.
Oh my gosh.
Thanks, guys.
All right. Anybody else an insight? Something special?
Yeah, hey, this is Joe Welch, the Will Fairy, and I'm new to the Max community, and so I've been really getting into the CRM and figuring things out, enjoying the 30-day challenge. And I will say, I just loved walking into a space, getting invited to these things, and finding other people who vibe in the same way that I do, who are, you know, we're here to change the world, we're here in service. And I felt like everything, I just loved every single minute of it, and the little 5-minute networking blasts, while intense, were really fun as well. So thank you so much, and thank you for inviting me. And if Forbes is on the line, I'm part of the Forbes family, and everything, what it says on the box, that's what you get. You get, you know, authenticity, and she's changed my life, and she has a program called the Breakthrough, and that for me was really critical, and I think that we need to do it.
Amen. Amen.
Awesome.
Thank you, Joe. It's great to have you as a new member of our community. Stick around, a lot more to come.
Awesome. Forbes, I'll see you Sunday. I will not miss that for the world.
Yeah, you shouldn't, Robin. That's great. Good for you.
But you know what? It's funny. You can feel, this is the thing about pitching. You know, 55% of your pitch, it happens before you open your mouth. And so I can look around the room and I could see Robin's energy coming at me. I can see Tommy listening intently. I had a chance to hang out with Rune. And not all of you, but I can see Harumi and Anna. And you'd be surprised. The energy with which you are present, are paying attention, guys, that reads more when you go into a business meeting. So be careful of your self-talk. Stop saying, oh, I'm so nervous, I don't know if I can do this.
Right.
Go in and go, I can, you know, what would Forbes do? She'd walk in and just blow them away.
She'd own that room.
Oh, I love
I just want to say thank you to everyone. Forbes, that was amazing. And I always tell people their stories start from the inside out. So you are so right that we don't even have to start speaking. It's our energy that comes first. That was great. Thank you.
So, Forbes Riley, I got a question for you.
Go.
What book are you reading right now?
You know, that's a funny question. I actually stopped reading books, although I do have here, I've got, for the 19,000th time, I've got Tony with me on a trip, because I just love some of his quotes, and that's the oldest book, and it's like, that's the Bible. I started listening every single day to podcasts, to stories, to teachings. I am literally learning probably 2 hours every day now because I'm traveling so much. And I find that I can hear better than and faster than I can read. So Ed Milet is one, man. He is just completely on target. Jay Shetty's getting me back in my spiritual, literally 3 or 4 things all at the same time because I have a little bit of ADHD, but I think that helps me a lot. I get more done than most people do.
Everybody has to pay attention to Ed Milet. And that is the level at which we all need to strive every single day. Ed Milet is the man. He's awesome.
And by the way, Crushing It is a great, here's the problem. There are now so many great books. I think the hardest thing is to narrow down your focus and what you're doing. I'm writing a book. I've got 2 books. One's called The ABCs of Pitching. I'm finishing up. And then the second one's called Forbes Factor. How many hours there in a day? And I've got a beautiful half-naked man in bed over there. And I'm like, what do? Do I jump on and talk to them or no?
Well, that shouldn't be a hard decision for a pretty lady like you, right, Forbes?
Well, let's see, Joshua. Just say hi to everyone. I'm going to. You want to know how much I value?
That's
Put off the virtual background.
This is how much I value you guys. Don't do anything indecent there, but see that man over there? Sit up, say hi.
That is awesome.
It was either Mike or him, Greg or him. You guys are pretty.
Forbes, we love you, Forbes. You're the bomb.
Forbes, how long have you been with this wonderful man?
That's my husband. That's my love. 5 years. This man. And by the way, if you guys do not know who he is, let me tell you something. I am not joking. Do yourself a favor. Go to Instagram right now because we're all looking for that magic bullet, that level of inspiration and motivation. And Mike, Greg, were you on Mastermind last night when Joshua spoke?
Yes. And Joshua is an amazing guy.
Got to tell you, he's always been an athlete. He's an amazing man. But 2 years ago, he got hit by a car. And right before COVID started, he lost everything. He was on his way to become Mr. Olympia. And he was so excited about this. And like all of us, when you're like, I got the dream, I know what I'm going to do, right? It's mine. Bam, it gets shattered. Well, where does that fall in the law of attraction, right? Well, I said to him, and I know this sounds terrible, he hates to hear this, but I said, if life happens for you, not to you, the reason that you got hurt, my friend, I think, is because now people will listen to you. Do you see this image right here? See, now it doesn't look like he's just a genetic marvel. That's what he looked like 6 months of sitting in a wheelchair. He built himself back without a trainer on his own because he knows how to do this. And all of a sudden, a couple of days ago, won 2 major titles. One, he just turned 45 years old. I don't know, but that doesn't typically look like a 45-year-old. And then he won in a category competing against everybody. And you're like, oh my God, how do you do that? Like I said, hang out with the best, listen and learn from them. And that's my partner.
So Forbes, may I give you a gift? So Forbes, may I give you a gift?
Oh, I would love one.
Okay, write this down.
Okay.
Draw a picture of a tree trunk.
No. That's funny. I'm gonna give her a very big gift here.
Oh, wait a second. I have nothing to write down with. Will somebody write?
Go ahead, take a second. Go ahead.
Got you, girl. Go ahead.
I mean,
Go get a pen.
I have not a whole lot of things here to even write.
I think you've lost control, Greg, but Stephanie and Ajna both have their hands up.
Oh my God, I love it.
Well, by the way,
that assumes he had control.
Right.
And if you don't know what this is my best friend as well. Go ahead, tell me again. I'm writing down.
Okay, Jim.
Okay, Dr. Kimberly. It's Kimberly Mateo. That's M as in mother, A as in apple, TTEO. Look her up on Facebook. And I think you need to contact her and then tell her that I sent you.
Wow. I'm very excited about that. Is she going to increase my sex life? What is she doing here?
You don't understand the caliber of gift I just gave you. So if you want to know more, then you're going to call me.
Oh, I'm not sure how to do ooh. All right. So
did you hear that? No, I can be very direct too. So that was an awesome gift I just gave you.
Well, but look what he just did, guys. And this is how I got on Grant Cardone stage for 10X. What you did, Keith, was brilliant. In my world of coaching, you stepped up and you offered to give something that you assumed that I might want. And as that happens, I'm now going to go back to you and say thank you, and there's a relationship.
Yep.
Most of you guys, if you're in an elevator with somebody famous or somebody that you want to talk to, the first thing you're liable to do is go, oh my God, I just love you. Here's my name. Here's what I do. And here's what I'm about. And you leave. What Keith did was nothing short of brilliant when it comes to pitching. I don't know what you do, but something tells me you do it very well.
Thank you. Yes, I do. And I would love to talk to you some more. Thank you.
Yeah. And guys, you know what? You're always welcome to reach out. Like I said, Sunday's a good way to start. And then Mike, what is this?
The spin gym, of course. And who uses it? Joshua uses it to start his exercise.
You know what's great about this, guys, and I'm not pitching it to you, although you all need to have one. It's very important to have sexy arms. Well, see, that's a no-brainer. I just assume that everybody who doesn't have one doesn't care about their body. How's that? I got a two-time world champion over here who uses his every day. Think about that way I pitched. And I really do believe this. I mean, it's a low-cost item. And by the way, the worst thing you can do is like what you do on an Amazon book is you buy them and you put them on the shelf. I'm not interested in that either. I'm interested in people who come to me and go, oh my God, Forbes, I look better, I feel better, I can get naked, and wow, people are looking, I mean, it's great in the bathing suits. But Joshua's using this. I've got a gentleman who has no arms and legs, Pedro, he uses it. I've got a woman who's cerebral palsy, she's using it. And I'll tell you what, I have not really focused on this part of the career either. I just do know that I'm holding in my hand, I think it's one of the greatest fitness products ever. So there's my quick little 2 cents. And I'll stick around for a couple more minutes to answer 1 or 2 more questions because Harumi, and I know you guys have some stuff, go for it.
No, we're done. Anybody want to interact with Forbes before she has
There's
to?
hands up. There's hands up, Greg. You got Harumi and Frida got their hands up.
Okay. Yeah, you're first. And then Harumi.
Who's first?
Frida, go.
Hey, well, I had a great time. Forbes, I will be there Sunday. I love your energy. It's quite contagious. And I've already learned that I need to change my energy and the way I do pitches. So I will be there Sunday. So yeah, I am energized. My next takeaway was I really loved our brother from Canada and his, what do you call it? The
tree.
The analogy of the tree. So in my room, I talked about 2 things I'm going to do to scale my business. So I had some great takeaways. Glad to be part of the Max community. Glad to meet you, Forbes, and looking forward to getting to know you better and taking some of that nice, sweet juice that you give and using it for myself. But this is a great group, and I hope we get some new members.
I love it. This is fascinating. Greg, thank you for inviting me. Frida, you've got the look, you've got the energy. I would have something to say about your background. I'll talk to you about that on Sunday because I always have something to say. Right? You know, I'm not always right, but I'm never wrong. Well, but you know, that's a funny thing that I said that. That's how I've pitched as much as I have. I always pitch from my own sensibility. I'm glad I didn't grow up with any money because I know the value of a dollar. That matters to me a lot when I'm in a conversation. I don't actually sell luxury items very well. That's not my thing. If you want to buy a yacht or Rolex watch or a ridiculous airplane, that's somebody else. I'm in the business of making your life better with things that are affordable that actually work, whether that's a pitching skill or a spin gym. And I do that because of who I am. And I would advise all of you that when you're selling, keep your avatar close to who you are because you really do know them best. Just saying. Harumi.
Beautiful, beautiful. All right, and I think that, yeah, Harumi, you had, or let's see.
Okay, I'm Harumi Forbes. Thank you very much for calling my name. So here's my pitch. It's my Izumio. Everybody needs Izumio. I really love what you said, Forbes. I have to come on Sunday, but not this Sunday because I need to go to the church. So maybe next Sunday. Thank you so much.
I love that. Here, Harumi, here's something for you to think about till next Sunday. You said the phrase, everyone needs this. That will not get us to buy it.
Right.
Your job is to get us to want it. So if you tell me the benefit of having hydrolyzed water, it will make me younger, give me more energy or something that you know I want, then I am more likely to purchase your product quickly.
Oh, great. Thank you. Yes, I will do that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Beautiful, beautiful. All right, 1 or 2 more, and then we're gonna hop, guys. Anybody else?
You've got AJNA. She's had her hand up for a while.
Yes. Okay, I see her. Hang on just a second. Can you go on camera? Are you able to?
Yes, it's Ajna.
All right.
Hi. Mike, I want to tell you thank you so much for inviting me to this beautiful room again. Forbes was amazing, and she gave me some great advice. As you don't know, I'm the rag lady. I'm raggedy hands.
Yes, you are.
So-
Thank you for coming. And she makes amazing products that really help people. But why don't you tell Forbes about them?
Well, actually, you know what, Mike, she did. And so here's what she did.
Oh, wonderful. Okay.
She held up her glove and she said, I've got a better way to do a washcloth. And I said, that's not what you want to say. Because none of us woke up last night and says, whoa, I hope somebody invents a better way to have a washcloth. But what people do wake up saying or looking in the mirror is going, you know, my complexion looks kind of ruddy and icky. And so if you say, guys, I've got a product here that when you scrub it on your face, your complexion glows instantly. Throw away the old ridiculous square rags, and mine gets into all the nooks and crannies, and you're going to look 10 years younger. Anybody want a product that makes them look 10 years younger? Right. I don't even know the product, and all of a sudden I got half the room to say yes. That is what a good pitch will do for you. The art of enrollment. And girl, I love you that you're doing it. Let me tell you, no one wanted my product. I invested my mortgage and my kids' education on a product that I was told was a yo-yo. It was stupid and I should go home. And I was told that on a national reality show. YouTube blew up to 5,000 very negative people, but I rolled over the next morning and said to my partner, you know what? We're going to make spin gyms. He said, nobody wants them. I said, they're wrong. He said, they can't all be wrong. And I said, but they are. And if you want to go, well, but if you say that, you got to be willing to back it up with every energy and every fiber of your being. And can I just give you one more thing that does not leave this room, everybody?
Okay.
Well, based on how horrible that experience was technically for me, I woke up that morning and said, I'm going to push through my overweight. That is really important, your connection to why you're doing it. It makes us want to then also help you.
Thank you. That was great. I tend to do that. I think Stephanie knows that. Thank you. Yes, I forgot to pin it on you. And I actually am in the process of writing Grandma Sparky's book into a children's book. You're going to probably be able to see that soon.
Tell her I said hello. She and I have the distinction. I am the very first woman on the lips on stage that she ever kissed.
I will tell her. I will. I just spoke to her today.
Do you have time for one more? I know that Stephanie had her hand up. Do you have time for Stephanie? Okay, thank you.
Just one thing funny. Look what I have.
Oh my God, Stephanie!
I don't even. I won this from you. I actually
hold it up. I'll take a picture. Both of you hold it up at the same time. I'll take a quick snapshot.
So what Stephanie just said is she said, I won it and I don't know how to do it.
Oh, okay.
So Stephanie, I'm going to give you 30 seconds. Here we go. I want you to hold it in both of your hands away from your face. And you have to hold it 6 inches apart. For all the guys watching, this is not 6 inches. That's what you told your wife. This is 6 inches. That's very, very close.
Oh, that was just wrong, but thank you.
You're never going to forget me. Now I want you to pre-wind it up, keep it really close, and then stop, pull your belly button in, give it a tug and release, and do not let this thing sag. Go out and 8, don't just pull it. If you just pull it, it will stop. And this in and out, and this motion, this continuous motion, guys, that is why I have arms and abs, and I'll get, keep going, come on, because everything you got, you don't have it just yet. Go to YouTube, type in Forbes Riley, help start my spin gym. I've got 8 videos there, and I would love you to reach out to me with a video of you doing it, because here's the reaction. If it doesn't work, people are like, oh, as soon as it spins, people are like, oh my God. And that's what I want for you. I want an oh my God moment.
But what I was going to also say is I absolutely love the Max community. And I mean, what you bring to the world, Greg and Mike, not just great opportunities to network, but I mean, you truly are all about making the connections, the right connections, helping people find the right people to work with. And it's really important to surround yourself with people who are going to support you and believe in you and appreciate you. And I appreciate you, Greg, so much, and Mike. And I know most of you here and all of you are such hard workers and really love your craft. And it means a lot to me. So
thank you, Stephanie. That was beautiful. All right, everybody. Thank you so much, everybody.
Thank you, Forbes.
Thank you for coming. Everybody have a beautiful day.
Bye.
Guys, do yourself a favor. Come Sunday.
Yeah. What time on Sunday, by the way?
It says 5 p.m. Eastern, I believe.
Eastern.
It'd be 2:00 your time, Stephanie. So if you guys, if you sign up, fill out that link, you'll get an email which will give you all the details. But I think, yeah, if he says 5, I'm sure that's right. 2:00 would be your time then.
And it's 2 hours?
Yeah.
Yeah, 2 hours for $19, and she
No. Sunday's free, Greg. Sunday's
is?
free.
Oh,
It's
okay.
Wednesday night, that's 2 hours for $19.
Gotcha.
No.
Mm-mm.
I
No?
don't think so.
Sunday-
No, I don't think
Sunday
so.
is 19
It is. I believe it is Sunday, Robin, is 19, I believe.
and
Well,
Wednesday is
It didn't
free.
ask me for any money, and I got a Zoom link, so I don't know if she's gonna
Well,
take a
Well,
collection
maybe
at the door.
Robin,
Loves you. She
maybe,
wants you in the room.
maybe
Can
she's
you
in
put the Zoom
love.
link? Can you put the link in again, Greg?
No, you got to register, man.
Sure.
No. I mean to register, the registration
Yeah,
link.
yeah. I'll go back and
So
grab it.
stupid. Obviously.
We'll get this
might try
squared
one.
away one way or the other.
You guys are great. Thanks a lot. Thanks so much, gentlemen.
All right, everybody have a great day. Here's the link again for you and everyone. Stephanie, I'll just put it here.
Okay.
And download the chat, everyone. There are a lot of great links, calls to action, contact information for amazing people, ways to reach out to Diane Forster, Matthew Learning, through Stephanie Massman, of course, Forbes Riley. Everything's there. What did you guys think? Was this an okay format for our first ever Max Success Summit? Did you benefit from it? Did you think this was a decent format? And I see Anna's hand.
Well, it's my first time and I'm really, really impressed. And
Thank
it's
you,
what,
Anna.
and I really wanted to come back. And I think it's fantastic. Thank you.
Thank you.
Anna, where are you from?
Can you hear by the accent?
Oh, just a little bit.
Well, I was born and raised in Russia, in Ukraine. And I live in Toronto for a long time, but I have not lost the accent.
Well,
Hey guys, I just dropped the link in the chat. That's the one for the Sunday night class, and it's got a great big huge gold banner that says free. So I don't know, the Wednesday night one asks for the credit card and everything, but you put in your name and your email address and click go, and it sends you to the Zoom registration link. So
Thank you, Robin. I had the pleasure to be with you in every room.
in every room, Anna, that was great. That was karma, kismet.
All right, well,
folks.
everyone, we're just going to wrap this up. Thank you for coming to our first ever Max Summit. Appreciate it.
How often?
Yeah.
How
and
often
Anna,
are you gonna have?
If you would like just to stay connected to us and informed with us, just go to our website. It's themaxcommunity.com. There's a big button to sign up for free, and we'll just put you on our information list. You can take yourself off anytime you want, but we'll let you know everything we're doing. Thank you so much for connecting with us. And if any of you would be so kind, we need a pilot group to test our new app that will be free. And so you can grab that link from the chat. Thank you, everybody. Have a beautiful, beautiful Thursday. Adios. Arrivederci.
Thank you.
Love you all.
Bye.
All right, bye.
Click the link, Lynn. Click the link, Lynn.
Download the chat. I'll give you a second to do it.
Greg, I put something in the chat for you.
Okay.
So
All right, thanks for coming, Jim.
Thank you, Robin.
Very welcome, sir. You guys
Yeah.
have an awesome afternoon, everybody. Take care.
Okay,
Bye.
bye.